Hi, this is Jim Lang. I'd like to talk about Roth IRAs and tax brackets. Ideally, if you could make a Roth IRA conversion and stay in the same income tax bracket, that would be a wonderful choice, or actually even better would be to make a Roth IRA conversion at a lower tax bracket than your traditional bracket. So let's say for discussion's sake it is 2009, you are a senior, you don't have to take a minimum required distribution. It might be an ideal year to make a Roth IRA conversion because your underlying tax base will be lower and the amount of tax that you'll have to pay on the Roth IRA conversion will be lower because of tax brackets. Likewise, even if you're not a senior, you still want to be in the same or preferably a lower bracket. So let's say for discussion's sake that the top of the 15% bracket is, I think, somewhere around $67,000, and let's say your income after all your exemptions, deductions, etc. is $50,000, then doing that $17,000 Roth IRA conversion will keep you in the top of the 15% bracket, but will not push you over. Now, you do have to be careful that you don't increase the taxation on your Social Security or increase the taxation on your qualified dividends or your capital gains. But if we can get around all that, I tend to like to keep you in your same bracket. I'm willing to go up a little bit, which means it usually works out, let's say, for a 25% taxpayer to make a Roth IRA conversion to the top of the 28% bracket, or a 28% taxpayer to make a Roth IRA conversion to the top of the 31% bracket. But I don't like big jumps. So for example, I don't like to take a 15% taxpayer and then have them make a Roth IRA conversion that will throw them into the 25% bracket. Now, of course, there's exceptions and there's obviously individual circumstances, but in general, the question of when and how much to convert usually revolves around the issue, or at least in my opinion, should revolve around the issue of tax brackets. There is information on this topic as well as many Roth IRA and Roth IRA conversion strategies at www.rothira-advisor.com. I encourage you to take advantage of the resources there. There are also interviews with some of the top financial experts, Jonathan Clemens, Ed Slott, Natalie Schote, Barry Picker, Bob Keebler. Hour-long, almost commercial-free interviews with all these experts, many other resources at www.rothira-advisor.com.